get this thing started. Introducing first, she's fighting out of Calgary, Alberta. This is Litka Storm.
Well, this is Nick DeBray here at Cage Side with Noah Ali, soon to be joined by Jay Dinance. And here we see Litka Storm making her way down to the cage. Litka is someone that I've had the pleasure to train with over the last 5 months through the RISE program, and I've seen her develop, her progress, and it has been really something to behold. You know, when she first signed up, she didn't necessarily think she was going to take a fight. And in fact, when they said to her, okay, we got a fight for you, she said, no, I'm not going to do that. But thanks to Chad and Helliger, her coach, who said, hey, look, I would not put you in the cage if I thought you weren't ready. And that immediately had her change her mind.
Nice, and if Chad thinks she's ready, then we have to trust his word.
Exactly, and I believe she's ready too. Like I said, I've seen her development over the last number of months. It's been great. You know, she, in fact, one of her family members, her sister, has done some boxing and has had a match. Let's see what Jay has to say here.
And her opponent, fighting out of Calgary, Alberta. Please welcome Kaya Huber.
And here we see Kaya Huber wearing her cowboy hat. Someone else that I've had the pleasure of training with in a previous season of RISE. And yeah, she when I talked to her prior to at the weigh-ins, she talked about the fact that she had lost quite a bit of weight here. She started the program at 230 pounds and weighed in the other day at 153. So that is
wow.
That is significant.
Nice.
That's impressive. She was motivated.
I love hearing those stories.
For
that
sure.
happens a lot in martial arts. People losing lots of weight.
Well, and it's a story I think that, you know, we heard quite a few times last night on our broadcast when the South Gym had their competitions, their fights going on, and I think we're going to hear that a little bit here tonight as well. So Kaya is more of a grappler. She told me. She says that's kind of her plan tonight. She wants to back her opponent up against the cage and take her down. She recognizes that sort of takedowns in the open area are a little more challenging, and so she's going to avoid that. And so, yeah, let's see what happens. Back to Jay.
This fight is 2 3-minute rounds in the 155-pound division and is brought to you by the Deerfoot Inn and Casino. And now, the official fighter introductions. In the blue corner, making her amateur debut, she's 44 years old and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in at 151 pounds. Fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, she is Litka Perfect Storm. And her opponent in the red corner, making her amateur debut. She's 20 years old and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. She weighed in at 153 pounds. Fighting out of Calgary, please welcome Kaya Huber. This bout will be contested under amateur rules. Referee in charge, the action is Mr. Luc Boutin.
Yeah, so here we go. We got Kaya Huber. She's wanted to give a shout out to her parents and her brother. She said her brother's been a big part of her life, always been there for her. So she wanted to make sure that they would hear that on this broadcast.
Shout out to them.
Yeah. You know, there's a little bit of an age difference here, but Kaya said she didn't think that was going to be a factor. She had a lot of respect for her opponent.
Getting into the first round of a potential 3. Looking forward to seeing this, gentlemen.
Look at the striking.
Nice combo.
Kaya recognized the fact that her opponent was a striker, and Lidka said that's what she wants to do. She wants to strike.
Well, she's doing that here,
She's aggressive.
standing and banging right off the bat.
Oh, gets her down. Gets on top.
Right in
Trying
front
to
of the
get the mount, but
action,
not quite.
action right in front of the broadcast booth here. This is exactly where we like to see it.
Oh, she's trying hard for that mount.
Kyan doing a good job of tying that leg up.
Just putting her weight on her, trying to suffocate her a bit.
A lot of time to do work here on the ground too. 2 minutes.
Looking them out.
2 minutes in the first.
Side control. Trying again for mount. And almost. Oh, this time she gets it. She gets it. So let's see what happens here. Is she gonna? Oh, it looks like she's going for the head and arm. Yeah. A little close to the cage, but she might get it.
Submission attempt. Look at her pushing her off the cage.
Yeah.
She should keep her head. Oh.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. First one in the books with a great submission by Lidka Storm.
Done, Lidka. I don't think she was predicting that she was going to have a submission.
She had a plan and she did it.
Yeah, yeah. Well done. You know, her husband was scared for her. What was he thinking?
Yeah. Well, I'd be scared regardless for my wife if she was in there.
True enough, true enough.
No.
Well, Lidka didn't look scared in there. I mean, I know she had, oh, let's look at this
She
replay
looked
here.
good the whole time.
She did. Very aggressive.
She was landing those. Nice.
Yeah.
Switching her stance as she's coming forward.
Yeah.
Drops her.
And then took mount. It took a little while, but she did get mount.
Advanced right away and just went straight for the finish.
Yeah, so I didn't see the tap, but I assume that's what happened there. Yeah, good job, Lidka. Well, it you know, striking clearly runs in the family. Like I said, her sister has had a boxing match, and her sister's been very encouraging to her. Actually, and her sons have been doing boxing.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official results are in. Brought to you by the Deerfoot Inn and Casino. The winner by tap out due to arm triangle at 1 minute and 15 seconds of the first round. In the blue corner, Lidka Perfect Storm!
That was a good start.
No, great start. You know, we saw that aggressiveness, and this is what I really like. Because sometimes, you know, fighters, it's their first time in the cage, they can be a little bit hesitant, but we did not see that at all from Lidka. And I know, you know, Kaya's probably going to be feeling a little disappointed. She should not be disappointed. She wanted to take the fight to the ground. And that's the tricky part, right? Because, you know, jiu-jitsu is a skill, and I recognize this in myself, where it's like, I got to get the fight to the ground, and that's sometimes easier said than done.
Yeah. Can be easy against some opponents, but impossible against others.
Yeah, yeah.
Close too.
And Lidka had a plan to keep it standing. Like, and she'd been working on her takedown defense, and she didn't really need to use it in this because she was just so aggressive with her striking.
Kaya's got to be disappointed, but you know what? A lot of fighters are going to use that disappointed as motivation to get back in there and do that again, especially as a grappler. To have that circumstance in that first fight, first round is tough, but I think she's going to scrape it off her and come back in here nice and polished for her next one. I'd love to see her back for sure.
And we've seen it before where fighters have lost and they come back. And you know, this is all about the experience, winning and losing. I mean, sure, everyone wants to win, but only one person's going to win.
Yeah.
So
you usually learn more when you lose too.
True enough. True enough.
You think about it a bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
Tough to learn from a win, let's be honest, right? You're excited, you're celebrating. Where you're going to learn is in that tough spot. But we got a tough